Would you be interested in relocating to Ireland if I tell you about this process? If I give you a step-to-step guide on how you can actually do an application, get a job offer, be able to relocate to Ireland under this exact visa category, and be able to land Ireland as well as your family in less than 4 months? Will you be actually interested? If you're interested, please watch this video and don't skip any part of it, because I'll be telling you exactly what this visa category is, how you can go about it, and the most important thing about it, the fact that you can actually self-sponsor yourself. And that makes it so easy, because then employers know they don't have to put in so much money for you, because you're sponsoring yourself, and then you're sure of getting your stuff as fast as possible. And how you can go about getting the jobs opportunities in Republic of Ireland, and the entire visa process, as well as how much it's going to cost you if this is something you want. If this is something you're interested in, watch this video, because I have come again with a full package. Hello beautiful people, it's your girl Ada. Thank you so much for my returning subscribers who always come back to watch my video. And please, if you're seeing my face for the first time, thank you for taking a stop. Please do hit the like button so YouTube can as well recommend this video to a lot of persons who are dying for informations like this. And if you haven't already subscribed to this channel, I'm giving you a second right now. I'm going to hold on for you. So please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for doing that, and join this family, because in this channel I bring you informations about relocations both to UK, Australia, Canada, Ireland, as well as much as possible. Okay, I bring you these informations, I bring you these job opportunities, everything happening around the UK as well. So if these are things you're dying to know, things you want to actually know, and is your plan to actually relocate this 2024, you want to stick to this channel, because I bring you up-to-date informations that you really want to know about. So without wasting much of your time, let's go right into the video. So the visa category I'm talking about today is the Critical Skill Employment Permits for the Republic of Ireland. This is a list. The Critical Skill Employment List is a list that the Republic of Ireland publishes every year or towards the end of the year, because the list which we have at this time was actually published around from the 28th of December 2023, and is going to run till the rest of the year. The Critical Skill Employment List is a list that contains all the job opportunities that the Republic of Ireland is in their need of. So if you find your professions among this list, then you are among the persons that the Republic of Ireland has made this list for. That means that you are eligible to apply for this visa category. Yes, it's a very long list and it contains a whole lot of professions. So all you have to do is check the link, because I'll be leaving the description part of this video, to see actually if your profession is the number one step to being able to apply for this visa category. So as soon as your profession is there, then you know the next step to go. Some of the professions that are listed out on that list: production managers and directors, ICT personnel, health and social service managers and directors, managers and proprietors in agriculture related services, natural and social science professionals, engineering professionals as well, mechanical engineers, design and development engineering specialists, production and process engineers. There's a whole lot of professions, okay? A whole lot of professions. There are so many, I cannot read them out. Business, research and administrative professionals, and management consultants. There are so many. There are so many. Architects, quantity surveyors, architectural technologists, welfare professionals, social workers, quality and regulatory professionals, quality control and planning engineers. There are so many professions. Okay, so before you actually give up and say, oh, she didn't call out my profession, please, I cannot call out every single profession. Check the link on this list and find out. Take your time to go one after the other and see if there is any of the professions that does suit your qualifications, okay? Because this is a very important step. It is from this step you'll be able to proceed to the next step of this application. So if you've checked and you've seen your profession on this list, at this point I'm able to tell you congratulations, because you're already halfway to the Republic of Ireland. As soon as you've checked in your profession on this list, that's number one. Now, the second step to be able to secure this critical skill employment permit will be to get a job offer. Now, I know how difficult or how strenuous it can be to get a job offer, but at the end of this video, I'll be leaving links, up to 5 links of genuine job search engines where you can go and search for jobs in Republic of Ireland. And the most important step to being able to get this job is making sure that whatever CV you're submitting is actually what's looking at, okay? If your CV needs fixing, please fix your CV. Don't just submit a CV that does not tell well about you, or a CV that is outdated, or a CV that does not really encompass all the skills for the exact position which you are submitting. Take your time to make sure that your CV is worth submitting. Also, make sure your cover letter tells a story. Your cover letter should be able to tell them about you, because bear in mind, these employers are not seeing you. They've never met you before. They don't know you from anywhere. Your cover letter is all they have. Very important tip which I will be giving to you as regards this application is the fact that when doing your application, please, if possible, let your employer know that you are willing to self-sponsor yourself and that you are applying under the critical skill employment permit. When you let your employer know that you are applying under the critical skill employment permit, it means that the employer no longer has to prove to the Irish government that there is nobody in Ireland to take up this job. Because normally, before any employer is able to recruit from outside the country, they have to prove to the government that there wasn't anybody at the time to be able to fit this exact role and pick up this job. But if you're applying under this skill set, then you're able to, your employer don't have to prove that anymore, because the government have already seen that the country is in their need of these exact professions. That is not. The next important thing which you can as well do to facilitate this process for yourself is to decide to self-sponsor yourself. Okay, if you the cost for sponsoring yourself for the application for the critical skill employment permit is 1,000 euros. But don't be worried about that, because even if this permit is not granted to you, the government refunds 90% of that money. Okay, so if you pay 1,000 euros and for any reason you're not able to get this permit, you're sure that you're going to be getting 900 euros back. So, okay. And your ability to be able to sponsor yourself makes your employer see that you're very serious and you really want to come over to work for them. And this way, the employers will be willing to facilitate it, give you a job offer, because they know they are not yet putting in any money. If you understand what I mean. So that way, you're sure of getting like quick response. You're sure of getting a quick job offer. You're sure of getting your employment letter as soon as possible. Okay? Because as soon as you get employment letter is now the employment letter is what is standing between you and being able to get this permit. Okay, so as soon as you are able to tell your employers that, see, I am willing to self-sponsor myself and I'm applying under the critical skill permit that has already been listed by the government, the employer will be happy enough to offer you the job as long as you pass the interview. Okay, so and as soon as you pass the interview, the employer offers you this job. With that job offer letter, there is a site which I will also be leaving in the description part of this video. You can now send in your application applying for the critical skill employment permit with your £1,000, the job offer letter, and all the other qualifications which you need, which you have, for you to be able to apply for this exact profession. All you have to do now is send in all these things into that site, which I'll be leaving in the description part of this video. So once you send in all these things and you are able to get granted, as soon as you meet, it's like a point-based system. Okay, so it's a point-based system. As soon as you meet up with all the criteria, you have your job offer. You're actually qualified in the profession. You have the skills they are looking for. You're self-sponsoring, so you've already paid the £1,000 yourself. That is all. So as soon as you're able to meet up with all this things, I'm very sure you'll be granted your permit, and that permit is all you need to be able to apply to the Republic of Ireland for a visa. Bear in mind that whatever job offer your employer is giving you must be at least a duration of 2 years before you be able to apply for this work permit. Okay, so if it's less than 2 years, you will not be granted this permit. So ensure that you have this conversation with your employers that, please, I would like that letter to specifically state that it will be for a period or a duration of nothing less than 2 years. So I will also be reading out the criteria for eligibility for you now, just in case I missed out some maybe when I was speaking. So some of the criteria for the eligibility is that the occupations with a minimum annual salary of 38,000 euros. Okay, so whatever you're applying for, the salary threshold must be at least 38,000 euros. Number one. Then number two, the profession must be listed out in the critical skill occupation list. I've already talked about that. Then in the case of nurses or midwives, your diploma or your degree must be accepted by the NMC of Republic of Ireland, okay, as a sufficient qualification for registration to practice as a nurse or midwife in the States. Okay, then the prospective employer concerned must have secured a 2-year job offer in respect of the eligible occupation from the prospective employer. That's exactly what I was talking about. So you ensure that the whatever job offer you're being given is at least, and it's boldly listed here also what is supposed to be contained in the job offer letter, like a full description of the employment, the starting date, the annual salary, which should be at least 8,000 euros, and information in respect of the qualifications, skills, or experience required for this employment. Okay, so as soon as you're able to do all these things, you can go straight into the application process. The application for critical skills employment permits can be made online. There's a link listed out here, which I will be leaving the description on the part. Okay, so before you start your application, please see our critical skills employment permits checklist, which I'll also be leaving the link here. To summarize about this video, ensure that your profession is on that list. Okay, once your profession is on that list, you can go ahead to secure a job offer. Now, I promise you I was going to be leaving links of job offers. There are so many links of job offers in Republic of Ireland, leaving links to where you can go and get these jobs. So you can go and get this job include the getirishjobs.com. okay, getirishjob.com is among the genuine and legit sites where you can go and apply for these jobs. Another of them is the indeed.ie. okay, the way you have the Indeed UK, you have the indeed.ie in Republic of Ireland. You can as well go there and search. You will find jobs. They are listed out every day. Make sure you upload your CV. Make sure you turn on the notification on this site, so if there is anyone uploaded, you'll be able to see it. There is also jobs.ie and there is irishjobs.ie. okay, so there is irishjob.ie, there is jobs.ie, there is getjobs.ie, there is indeed.ie, there is linkedin.ie. so you can go to all these sites, submit all your CVs in all these sites, turn the notifications, fill up all the criteria, so that as soon as there are job opportunities, you will get notified and you can go ahead to apply for this thing. But first of all, ensure that your profession is listed out on this critical skill employment list. So that is all it takes to be able to get this opportunity. And with this opportunity, whatever visa is given to you grants you the ability to relocate to Ireland as well as your family. And bear in mind that Republic of Ireland as well, as soon as you stay there for 3 years, you have the opportunity to apply for a permanent residency for you and your family. Okay, so 3 years is all it takes for you to become a permanent resident of Republic of Ireland. Ireland is one of the countries on your list. Maybe you should go ahead and start this application this minute at the end of this video. And I do hope you've already liked this video, you've already subscribed to this channel, and I do wish you all the best in your application process. If you do have any question, leave it on the comment section and I'll try my best to answer them as soon as possible. And until next time, I will see you again. Bye.